Hello mga pards, this is the Yamaha R7. This Yamaha R7 ang isa sa motorsiklo na naka-receive ng medyo maraming hate. Bakit ba naman? Pinalitan niya lang naman ang isa sa legendary motorsiklo na inline 4 ng Yamaha, the R6. Why did they kill the Yamaha R6? Maraming pwedeng sagot doon. So this Yamaha R7 actually is a good performing bike. Hindi lang siya kasing katulad or kasing angas nung kanyang kuya, the R6. Bakit nga ba pinatay? Ang pangit naman kung pinatay. Pero bakit nga ba tinanggal ng Yamaha ang R6? Maraming sagot dyan. This is my take. I-compare natin ang difference ng R6 and R7 pagdating sa specs. The R6 engine type is a 599 liquid-cooled DOHC inline 4. Inline 4. Power weight or power is 117 horsepower. Wet weight is 419 pounds. Seat height is at 33.5 inches. Displacement 600cc. Bakit ba naman kasi 600cc? At itong R7 is 700cc pero mas malaki ang kanyang horsepower. Pag-usapan natin. Ang R7, 72.4. May butal pa. Torque is at 50 pounds per feet. Weight is 414 pounds. And seat height, 32.9 inches. Ngayon, maraming reason bakit nila pinatay itong motorsiklo na to. Huwag kayong magalit sa R7. Wala itong kasalanan. Reason behind they cut the R6 versus the R7. Ang R7 at R6 is totally different in terms of design philosophy and target market, which explains the difference in their performance characteristics despite na ang R7 ay may mas mataas ngang displacement. Una, engine design and tuning. Yung R6 features a high-revving inline 4 but is tuned to deliver a high amount of power in high RPMs. Ang engine design nito ay nagfo-focus sa performance and agility and characteristic ng super sports bike. Samantalang ang R7 naman is equipped with a larger displacement parallel twin engine while this engine provides more torque. Ito naman pala more torque and nakatune ito para sa mas broad at mas accessible na power delivery. Hindi talaga marireach nito ang peak horsepower dahil ang engine ng R6 is, again, inline 4. Sound check. R7. So by the way, yan yung clusters niya. So tara, sound check tayo. Kadalasan, ang higher displacement, ibig sabihin nito, more torque and a broader power band. Hindi ibig sabihin, mas mataas ang peak horsepower. Samantalang ang R7 naman ay may mas mataas na engine displacement na nagko-contribute more sa kanyang power curve that favors mid-range performance rather than peak horsepower. The R6 smaller engine displacement combined with a higher revving nature allows to produce higher horse peak power. This is typical sa mga motor na designed sa high revving performance na ginagamit naman sa racetrack. Do not hate the bike. Walang kasalanan ng R7. Sadya lang talagang kailangan ng makat ang R6. It's because of EU regulations. Kung ano man ang EU regulations, ito yon. I-google natin. Why did Yamaha stop making the R6? Ayan, EU regulations. So, sabi ng Google, Yamaha stopped making the R6 due to the new EU regulations that require motorcycles to meet stricter emission standards known as Euro 5. Unfortunately, R6 was not updated to meet these standards, leading to its discontinuation. As far as I know, the latest R6 model shares the same engine with the previous model. Di ba? The 2017 R6 model shares the same engine with the previous model and has been used since 2006. So kaya siya na-discontinue. Nauna na dito ang pag-discontinue ng Honda CBR 600RR. Since 2022, this model is discontinued dahil nga sa non-compliance din ng emission. So marami pang reason bakit nakat ang R6 versus kapalit nito ng R7. R6 is designed as a super sports bike. The R6 is oriented towards riders who seek maximum performance on the racetrack or spirited riding on the road. Ang ibig sabihin nito, masalimaw. It prioritizes high-end power and aggressive handlings. Samantalang ang R7 naman, on the other hand, is designed to offer a blend of performance and practicality with a focus on usability and versatility, which can be beneficial for everyday riding and less extreme conditions. The R6 design emphasizes racing and track performance. Si R6 talaga is designed to emphasize racing and track performance na nagre-reflect ito sa kanyang horsepower, but often higher maintenance and operating cost. Samantalang si R7 naman ay nakaposisyon towards everyday usability with a balanced performance and comfort, appealing to a broader range of riders. In summary, the R7's low horsepower, despite its large displacement, is due to its engine design, tuning focus, and intended purpose, which differs from a higher revving peak power oriented ni R6. Pagkat mga parts, hindi kasalanan ni R7. Maraming mga pagbabago na kailangan gampanan ng Yamaha. As a previous employee of a Japanese motorcycle manufacturer myself, meron tayong idea bakit nila tinanggal ng marketing perspective and of course, cost. So alam naman natin, the R7 shares the same engine with the MT-07 and Tenere 700. Simple lang, cost cutting. Bakit ka pa maglalagay ng iba't ibang klaseng motor with a different engine? Maximize the engines that you have. Ginagawa din ito ng Honda Philippines with 5 motorcycle models using one engine. The same concept or logic applies dito sa MT-07, Tenere 700, and of course, R7. Pwede natin mahalin tulad ang nangyari sa R6 sa Mitsubishi Lancer na kung saan kinat nga nila. Maraming nalungkot, but at the end of the day, kailangan natin mag-move on. Marami pa naman mai-offer na magaganda at malulupit na motorsiklo ang Yamaha. At the same time, hindi lang naman yan sa lakas ng motorsiklo. Hindi lang naman yan sa forma, kundi para ito sa pag-enjoy ng pagmumotor. Hindi na de-define ang fun sa pagmumotor dahil lang sa speed, horsepower, torque, at kung ano-ano pa. Ang importante is paano natin in-enjoy ang pag-ride. That's it for today mga pards. Sana nagustuhan nyo yung video natin today. Lagi natin tatandaan, hilig man sa kotse o sa motor, bakit ka papipili? Hard work pays off. Pwede both. Siya nga pala. Huwag natin kalimutan. May nakakarga tayong motorsiklo dito. Abangan.